Good heroes. Heroes. Let's get that Hero Journals live going on. Let's get the live stream. Live stream. Where you at? I can't find it. Some days it just pops right up. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is indeed. It's me posting again on the other side. Morning, Lauren. Good morning, Jacob. On YouTube and then on Facebook. We don't have any good mornings yet. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. I got my coffee. Got my yellow shirt on. Got some sun in front of me. And I'm just living the dream. What are you guys up to? Kara? Kara, I think you might, maybe Lauren. Kara might be the 30 for 30. Not like an ESPN documentary, but like you made it to all of the magical mornings, heroic mornings. I almost called it Magical Morning, but there's a book called Magical Morning, and I hated it. So I don't want to call it that. No offense if you love that book. I'm sorry, but I did not like it. Morning from Florida. Good morning, Anna. I'm from Texas. I'm in Texas. Yeah. I missed two. Okay. Well, Lauren, that's still really good. That's still really good. Oh, Kara missed one. Never mind. Not 30. Not 30. 31 for 31. Well, I guess I can't trust anyone, so I guess I'll just leave. Do you guys ever go through? I'm a native of San Antonio. Go Spurs. Um, do you guys ever go through phases of just like where life feels like it's happening really fast? Like the days go like 100 miles an hour. Because I do right now. I'm feeling that right now. Like there is a there's like we spoke to um Steve Cam, who is the owner of owner and like operator of Nerd Fitness. We did an interview with him. If you haven't watched that, you should go watch that. It's on our YouTube channel. It's really good. Um, and he was talking about how like you he doesn't want to get into a consumption deficit. So you can create and you can consume when it comes to content. And so for him, he tries to make sure that he's not at a deficit where he's consuming more than he's creating. Because it's like a balance, right? You want to make sure that you have your own original kind of not original thoughts, but like you're kind of like you are sharpening that side of your brain. Um, and anyways, I feel like I'm in a massive consumption deficit. Um, I'm in a massive consumption deficit. So like I want to come on here and have like Kyle's deep morning chats and have some profundity to say, but I'm just like I haven't read a book in a month, so that also is a case. Usually it's like reading is what kind of gets my wheels spinning. But I haven't been able to read. Also, good morning, Tacey, and also good morning, Jennifer and Rachel. Days do it's sometimes. So Nick says this every once in a while. He'll be like, sometimes, um, sometimes in days weeks happen, and sometimes weeks days happen, or something like that. Something along those lines. But this month has absolutely been like a whirlwind. I'm ready to slow down because I'm tired. You know, it's funny. So I changed the grind setting on the. Good morning, James. I changed the grind setting on the coffee grinder for the robot espresso, which I haven't cleaned up yet. So, in case you're wondering, um, and I forgot that I did that. So I made my morning coffee with the same grind setting as the espresso that I used yesterday, but it's still really good. So it's all about spending time with you. Some days it's deep, some days it's just you being you, and it's all good. Oh, thanks, Tacey. Means a lot. Um, yeah, it's funny. So I've been having a harder and harder time getting out of bed in the morning, and this morning my college track coach just FaceTime. He's on a run, and he FaceTime me because normally he and I run together in the mornings, and we just chatted for like 20 minutes. It was great. It's like sometimes like it's like you there because I'm a very out of sight out of mind person. So it's like, oh yeah, you almost kind of forget that like there are like other people than the people that are immediately around you. And it was nice. It was like a nice reminder of yeah, like other people in my life, and it was good. It was good. It was great to catch up. Um, it sounds like May was an experience for a lot of people. What kind of happened in the month of May for you guys? Let's unpack it a little bit. Let's see. Let's hear some wins. Can we start off with some wins from the month of May? And a win can be I made it to the month of May. That's kind of my win. So yeah, let's hear what we got. My new bedroom window faces the sunrise, and this morning I briefly woke up to the lightest periwinkle sky. Don't know why, just felt very shareable. That is something you should definitely have shared because that is incredible. That sounds nice. Periwinkle, periwinkle sky. Periwinkle sky sounds like an album that Harry Styles would make. Anyways, let's get some wins. What are we proud of ourselves? Today's the last stream, I think. Today's 31st. Today's 30th. 31st. Hello, Bethlehem. I just realized that today's the last stream. Um, good morning, Zach. No wins? No one got anything they're proud of from the month of May? Come on, be a little ostentatious. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. James said, I think our trip to Oakland was our biggest win this month. Really just getting time to spend with the extended family for the first time in several years. That's incredible. I'm glad that you got to experience that. When Capital Asset finally got auditor approval without major changes, but it was a tough go to get there. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it sounds like a major win, and I'm proud of you, Tasty. That's incredible. Kara said, I started my 5th journal, won a free journal Friday, tripled my mileage from last month, and managed to avoid any major housing disasters this month. That sounds like a great month, Kara. Sounds like a really great month. Good morning, Natasha. Amy said, my win will come later when we finally get on the road. Yeah, isn't today the big day, Amy? Good luck. Bethlehem is on day 75 of Duolingo. More consistent than ever. I love it. I love that. Good for you guys. It's one of those things where I are you guys good at like recognizing it that you guys are like kicking ass? Like, do you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes things go on in life, but like, do you ever just look at yourself and be like, you know what? I'm kicking ass. Like, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty flippin' cool. I cracked a book after almost a year, so enjoying it. And I have started judo therapy on my gimpy knee. And that sounds like a lot of really good progress. I ran my first D&D dungeon crawl successfully. Everyone had fun. That's amazing. I'm sure that sounds so much fun. Oh, it was a homebrew. Jeez. I learned more about myself and just tried to push myself out of my comfort zone. That's really important. Definitely not good at recognizing when I'm kicking ass myself. Good at pointing it out for friends though. It's always easier to tell somebody else they're doing a great job. It really is. It's like which I think is a good trait. Don't get me wrong. Like being able to tell other people they're doing great is very important. But sometimes you gotta give yourself the credit, you know? Usually dress up with an intention of helping myself feel like a badass. I like that. You know, it's funny. I about halfway through college, so in college, I pretty much just wore like pajama pants all day, every day. And then about my junior year, I was like I kept on like having like I was like these ruts, and it was like it felt like it was this like unbelievable, like unsustainable trip from my dorm to class to practice, and I just felt like I was like drowning. And then I would start to get up 20 minutes earlier, shower. I would shower before class, but I would like put jeans on. I'd put like a shirt on. I may even put it in the dryer so it wasn't as like wrinkled. Um, I would like really try to like look better, and it felt good. It felt really good to like get ready for the day. It's a weird it's a weird story. I don't really even know what the moral of it is, but I used to do a lot of like collared shirts with sweaters underneath. That was like my move in college. Thought I looked cool, but I don't really rock that much very much now. I'm mostly just t-shirts now. Um, but a nice t-shirt still works. Um, yeah. What are some things we want to do? What are some things that we want to accomplish in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? That's a good moral, Rachel. Moral so that Rachel find a way to mix up the mornings to make you feel more heroic. I would say that's a good moral of the story. Yeah, but what do you guys want to do? What are things that we can say out loud now and make our goals real? Like what are things that we want to accomplish in the next 3 to 6 months? Who do we want? Not just things. Run the Dragon in Tennessee. Tail of Dragon, 11 miles, 318 curves. Wow, that sounds fun. But not just things as well. Like who do we want to be? What is like? Let's get deep. Let's get theoretical here. You know. Let's get let's get theoretical here. Like, what do we want? Who do we want to look at the mirror and see in 6 months? James, I'm working on working to dedicate towards finally finishing the draft of my book. That's gonna be a great feeling, James. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear about that feeling and that process. June Gold, complete the Hero's Journey 12-part mileage challenge. That sounds like fun. Yeah. Um, I do plan on trying to figure out a way to do some sort of like walking, running, fitness related, like goal, like community quest, as well as like doing like information on like shoes and stuff like that. It's a car thing, and meet my one D&D buddy who has been huge help last week with walking away from work and not stressing over it. Yeah, that's great. I'll start in 6 months. I want Kyle, that's me, to be someone who's really good at getting the important stuff in life done daily. Some days I slack. Some days I have a hard time kind of getting into work mode. Sometimes I have a hard time getting my runs in. I have a hard time like eating healthier. And I really just want to have like an understanding of what are the most important things going on in my life, and I want to be able to attack those well. That's really and I want to do that. I want to do that consistently. So I'd rather have a bunch of B minuses than A's and F's. You know. So that's my goal. I just want to create a level of consistency and kind of build my life around the things that I care about the most. Rachel said to finally feel like I use my time more intentionally. That's a good one. What is it? What is the? And I don't want to critique your word choice, but what does it look like to feel like you're using your time more intentionally, and to know that you're using your time more intentionally? Because there's gonna be days where everything feels bad, right? No matter what you did, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm like those voices creep in the back of our heads, and they're like, oh, you're not doing enough, or you're not being this or that, when it's just objectively not true. So yeah, like how can we make sure that when those voices creep in, we don't just like discount all of our progress, you know? Tay said, eating healthier, I need that. Yeah, I really need that. I really, really need it. It's hard. It's really hard. But we'll get there. I want to be a respected writer personality that supports other writers to create their stories. It's incredible, James. You know, it's funny. James, for you, knowing you, and I've spoken to you a few times on the phone, and just working with you, especially like with the Heroes Journal and stuff like that. Like, there's a vibe that you have that, like, if you got famous, I don't think it would be about you. You know, like though you would be the one who's famous, obviously, but like, I really feel like you're the type of person who would get famous and then make it about helping other people with the thing that you're famous doing, and I really respect that. I think that's really great. Lauren said, that's a hard one. I have a perfection issue. So what I want is for everything to be done for the day that needs to be done. But in reality, I know it's not possible. You know, Lauren, I mean, that's like it, like recognition of that in the bar that you set for yourself is really important. It's really important to recognize that you hold yourself to a high standard, and that doesn't mean you have to lower the standard. Obviously, like, you don't want to lower your own standards, but just to know that that you like, just to know that, like, maybe on a day you're going to fall short of your own standard, but to know that you set yourself at a very high standard is like, oh, well, like, I set myself at a standard where failure is possible because it's difficult to hit. So anyways, I think it's great that you recognize it. Melissa, we're super glad to have you here. The prompt right now is, who do you want to be in 6 months, and what kind of goals do you want to accomplish? I used to do this several writing groups and online social media, but it really fell off for a while. You know, that's the ebbs and flows of online groups. Honestly, groups in general, it's hard. People have lives, and it's difficult. Bethlehem said, I'm working on self-care quests and set up a little challenges to encourage me within my journals. Pics are in the Facebook group somewhere. I love that. That's connected though, not exactly the same as what we're talking. What you're asking. It's fine. I mean, like that's kind of the same. It's definitely like it's at worst adjacent, which is totally fine. Um, I think it's more about feeling less anxious every day. Yeah, I mean the anxiety's hard. I mean that's something I deal with a lot. I have an internal clock that says like you're never doing enough. Um, and a lot of times I'll just like I'll just lose to the internal clock and I won't do anything and I'll be like you're not doing enough. So it's like it's tough, right? Because you realize you're gonna say that to yourself even if you did the most or nothing. At least that's what I've experienced. So it's kind of tough, but it's good. It's good to reckon. It's good to like verbalize it and call it out and be able to have something specific to kind of work against. You know. Over the weekend, I applied for a new job, so I'm hoping that works out. Better hours, better pay, and still not stare at a screen all day job. That's great, Melissa. I hope that goes well for you. Wow, this is flown by. It's already 9:23. Um, did you guys see the caricatures of the team in Facebook? Aylin said, "Also, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm on the verge of getting an amazing job within the next month. Definitely will have some challenges creating new things and potential being more public facing, but I'm excited for the good I can bring." That's amazing. Um, that's incredible. Congratulations. He said I was on the verge of a panic attacks all last week because of the audit. It sucked horribly, but I made it through. Um, yeah, I can imagine that's extremely stressful, but I'm sure that you being there um, genuinely helped make the environment more comfortable. Are you still in the Wood House in Texas, or is that a different Wood House? I am still in the Wood House. I am here until Saturday. Saturday afternoon is when I leave to Minnesota. I saved a turtle yesterday. Congrats, Christy. That's amazing. Kara, I'm glad you like the write-ups. It was funny. So, um, Nick and I are like, we're so funny because we like undercut each other all the time on accident. Um, and so I asked Ryan last week after our team meeting to make caricatures for the, not sorry, 2 weeks ago, to make caricatures of the team so that we could, and I was going to unveil them at the meeting. And I was going to be like, this is Carly and John and everything like that. So, but we got them. And then, so the first, I saw them, Ryan sent them to me and I saw them and I immediately sent Carly's to her because it had Carly and Carly's dog in the caricature. And I thought it was really cute. So I sent it right away. And then Nick met with John like an hour later and showed John everyone's, the whole team's. And then I was like, he was about to meet with Renee, and I was like, don't show anymore. Like, there won't be a surprise. Everyone will have already seen them because Ryan made them. Nick and I saw them, and then everyone's seeing them. So we made the rule that people could see their personal caricatures first, but then they had to wait on everyone else's. Um, I think so. I don't know. We asked him. Maybe we didn't ask him yet. We keep meaning to ask Ryan if he's gonna stream with us on Friday, um, but yeah. So I made the rule that I was like, you can't show anyone else's. And then Ryan made those titles. So like he gave everyone their titles. And so I had to. I went it through and I kind of like gave it a little bit of a. Bye, Tasty. I gave everyone like a little bio, and I had to figure out what the away team was. I didn't know what that was, because I didn't watch a lot of Star Trek. Do you want me to ask Ryan? No, it's fine. We'll schedule it. We'll figure it out. It's a lot easier now because he's we're all in the same time. Well, almost in the same time zone. He's East Coast, but um, yeah, it was just funny. I had to like figure. I had to like read. I had to go to the Star Trek wiki to figure out what the away team was to give Carly that bio. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I can just. Do you guys want to see it? Do you guys want to run through it right now? Because we can. That's a possibility. I want to give everyone the. Hey, Zach, good luck with your procedure. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and you're feeling well afterwards. All righty then. Let's do this. Let's download it as a... Oops. It's a bummer that I can't show screens, you know? How do I want to do this? This is kind of a bummer. All right, I'll have to go close to my. I'll have to go close here. There's what, 5 people on the team? Kyle, Ryan, Nick, John, Carly, Renee. 6 people. Sorry, I'm showing the non-Facebook people the team. Oh. Okay. And I have to download all of them as their own thing. Nick's right there, by the way. Yeah, he was just staring at me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What was the background? Oh yeah. Sorry, this is gonna take a second because it was in a presentation, so I have to download. Ooh, maybe I could do this actually. You're seeing Kyle's live problem-solving ability. It's not great. It's about a 6. About a 6. You know, not terrible, not the best. Okay, here we go. So much easier. I'm very glad I did this. All right, first up, we have Ryan. Ryan McConnell. Look at that. I'll make it a little bigger. Ryan McConnell's primary role on the crew is to make first contact with extraterrestrial life forms and establish relationships with them for the thousands of heroes to come. He's the science officer. Normally, these little guys, these little planets actually spin, but I'm not, obviously I just took a picture of it. So No more spinny spin. Anyways, that is Ryan McConnell. Next up, we have John Combs. John Combs, everybody. John Combs. John Combs' role is to make sure that all findings the away team discovers are properly handled and relationships with all story and life forms are maintained. John is a head of hero service. He helps make sure that all of the tickets and all the emails get responded to, and that not just problems are solved, but they're done in a heroic way. Carly and Benji. Carly Riedel and Benji's primary function is to explore the needs of the galaxy. They are usually the first members of the team with the boots on the ground. So Carly handles most of the first incoming messages, and then she'll either respond or she'll escalate them up to John. And then to John, if it necessary, then John will escalate them up to me if necessary. But usually it doesn't happen. But anyways, that's Carly. And that's Benji, the little dog. So it's kind of cute. Next up, we have Renee. Renee Welch's primary role is to discover different strategies to communicate with heroes while on their missions and relay their findings with Mission Control. Renee does all of our social media and TikTok. So, yeah, she's always trying to find different ways to communicate with heroes. So this is very fun. Nick Vitellaro, who is Nick. Anyways, Nick's role is to make sure the ship gets to where it needs to go. Come on, everybody. We know what pilots do. Nick's also the co-founder, in case you didn't know. He also has a mustache. So. And then mine. I'm in engineering. Kyle's role is to make sure that when the ship is running, it stays running. So. Those are the characters. That's the team. It's the squad. It's the crew. The cast and crew. We should make trading cards. Fortunately, Laura, I'm not running a marathon this Saturday, because if I was, I would die. It's in like 3 Saturdays. So, but yes, I'm running a marathon soon. I'm going to Minnesota. We have a big release on Friday, so my life's been pretty hectic. But yeah, they're always so fun. Ryan's so talented, isn't it crazy? Has a little boy. I know, right? Those are so cute. I know, they're really cute. They're like I use it as like my Twitter picture and stuff, because I'm not very photogenic, so I just use the drawings of myself. But yeah, no, it's really fun. I'm glad with the way they turned out and all that stuff. So, well, everybody, this is kind of sad. This is the last heroic morning. It's the last one of the series. Yeah. I want some original art by Ryan on the wall. I actually think he has a portfolio. I don't know. So this is the last one. I'm not saying that I'll never go do this again. I made a resolution that the month of May was gonna be weekdays. I was gonna live stream every morning, and it was gonna be something that I just kind of became a part of my schedule, especially for Austin. I think Nick and I wanted to use our opportunity in Austin to like try to break our rhythms and try something new and do some new like content, as well as different ways to serve you guys. And yeah, so this isn't gone forever. It seems like there is an appetite for whatever this is. So maybe we'll figure out a different version of it later. But my life is going to get a lot more hectic as far as like streaming setups are concerned in the next month, because I'm going to be bouncing around a lot more. I won't be in one wooden house for the whole time. So, anyways, this has been great. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you for kind of allowing me to try and stick to something for an entire month. It's funny because it's some, like, live streaming is something that Nick and I do every week, and it's something we've done a lot for the last couple of years. And it's like people, people are like, I'm gonna do this for the next 30 days. So it's been really enjoyable to be able to kind of flex this new muscle that I have every day, every weekday for 30 days. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot. It's one of those things where like, at first when you're trying to hold to something for 30 days, like, you're like, oh, that's gonna be really hard, but it really wasn't hard. You guys made it really enjoyable. I looked forward to chatting with the heroes that popped in here and there, or whether it be like Kara or Lauren, who are here almost every time, or the many of you that were here a lot of the time as well. We just talked about that earlier. It really became like a bright spot in my day. So whether or not it comes back when my life kind of settles out, or we do something along these lines, thank you so much for, like, this is such a great month. It was genuinely like a good life filling moment for me as well. So we'll still be streaming on Fridays. I think we're doing 2 streams on Friday. We're doing a morning stream and a night stream. We might just compact all of the morning stream, do like a free journal Friday in the morning for the launch. Haven't decided that far yet, but we'll let you know. James said it's been cool. It's been a cool thing to do. Little things like this, I've always thought, is what set you guys apart. It really makes a difference. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've always tried to be not like a business. We've always tried to be like a group of people that are supporting each other. And I think that a lot of ways to do that is to think outside numbers and dollar signs, and to think about the people who are physically using the thing that you think can change the world. Nick and I genuinely believe that not just with the product of the Heroes Journal, but with the community around the Heroes Journal, like, meaningful world change can happen. Not just life change, which we do believe in as well, but meaningful world change can happen. And you guys are kind of the ambassadors. You guys are the ones who are out there doing the work of that. We just get to kind of be mission control and support. So thank you guys for believing in yourselves and being the hero of your story, and opening up your journal every day and being vulnerable with yourself and telling yourself, what are the most important things today? What are the things that are standing in my way? What does it look like to be a hero? What is my North Star? All of those questions aren't just changing your life, but they are directly impacting the people that are around you. And they're like, why is this person different? Why is this person approach the world in a different way than I do? And I want to be more like them. How can I do that? And then that's where our part comes in. So thank you all so much for accepting your call to adventure. Elon said, the community here is my favorite part. A great place to share and connect and get inspired. I could not agree more. We will be live streaming at probably start the live stream at 8:30 Central Time. It'll be before the launch goes live, and we'll go live during the live stream. So it might be like 8:45. So I would just say, like, in the time before but we go live with the Galaxy of Astoria launch, there will be a live stream that might have Ryan. Thanks for hanging out with me, Melissa. Cool. Well, thank you all so much. You guys are incredible. And I will see you Friday morning. Maybe with Ryan. We'll see. What if Ryan doesn't exist? Whoa, he does.